Kasado na ang matchup sa quarterfinals between Barangay Ginebra, 𝗪𝗪 at Converge 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗃. So may twice to beat advantage ang Barangay Ginebra laban sa Converge. So kailangan manalo ng Converge ng dalawang magkasunod na games para makapasok sila sa semis. And Barangay Ginebra, kailangan lang ng isa. Sa video na to pag-uusapan natin yung mga key factors na pwedeng pagtuunan ng pansin, mga opinions ko about this specific matchup, or yung mga bagay na kailangan mong malaman bago magsimula itong laban na to. So first of all, ang Barangay Ginebra this conference, very different sila sa usual Ginebra team with Justin Brownlee, of course. Ang Ginebra team kasi ngayon, they don't have a go-to guy, which is their strength and also their weakness at the same time. Strength yon kasi hindi mo alam kung sino yung puputok certain nights. Pero later on, the playoffs, I feel like, sana wag naman, pero wag muna natin masyadong pagtuunan ng pansin since Converge quarterfinals pa naman yung concern right now. Pero if ever lang na quarterfinals ulit against TNT or SMB, teams like those, mahirap na wala kang go-to guy and yung aasahan mo na bigyan ka ng, easy basket or shot creation. Anyway, this conference, after an eliminations, they had 6 players who averaged in double digits. 𝗵𝗵𝗴𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗁 18 points, 8 rebounds, Holt with 15 points per game, RJ with 14.6, Rosario with 12, Scotty with 12, Malonzo also averaged in double digits. So meron silang 6 na players who averaged at least 10 points, dalawa doon, or tatlo pa nga more than 14 points. So very balanced team, balanced scoring. Kasi talagang all Filipino kung all Filipino, talagang lahat nagko-contribute. Even their bench, na some would say medyo mababaw, which I also agree. Medyo mababaw, pero mas kasi specialist yung bench nila, puro mga specialist like either shooter, walang depensa, or defender pero walang shooting. There's only like a couple of players na masasabi natin na two-way players. Pero anyway, another factor na magiging importante for Ginebra is Rosario. Sobrang magiging importante ni Rosario sa series na to. Since si 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵 nag-iisang big man ng Ginebra, si Rosario na yung susunod at saka si Benedict Adamo. So si Rosario is going to play a lot of minutes sa 4 position, sometimes at the 5. Pero magiging importante si Troy kasi Ginebra is going to, go up against one of the bigger teams sa PBA. Converge kasi meron silang surplus ng bigs like Arana, Baltazar. Pero si Troy, he is as tall as Arana and Baltazar. Mas malakas though in terms of katawan si Arana, pero si Troy mas mobile, mas versatile, and mostly, diba, yung nga maglalaro nga si Troy as the 4, kasabay niya si 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵. So kung mag-double big man ng Converge, Ginebra is a team that's built to compete against it. Sila yung team na makakasabay sa size ng Converge 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵. Arguably, mas malaki pa nga Ginebra kasi may Malonzo pa sila at the 3, may Holt pa sila na kaya maglaro as the 2. So overall, kumbaga kung buong lineup ng pag-uusapan, may advantage ang Ginebra in terms of size. And even if gumawa man yung Twin Towers ng Converge, kaya man neutralize kasi built yung Ginebra big enough to contain those 2 players. Another player na may similar size pero plays down na position is Malonzo. Wala akong exact numbers ng stats si Malonzo kasi yung sa website ng PBA hindi siya nag-exist doon, as in wala siya. Pero this conference, napanood ko sa broadcast nung isang araw na si Malonzo also averaging, double digits. And despite a lot of people saying a lot of negative stuff about him na medyo bumagal, na wala yung lift, etc., etc. Honestly, kahit na walang stats, pinapanood ko lang si eye test, I've been seeing improvements naman. Last few games, mas aggressive na siya dumrive to the basket. Yes, earlier in the conference, masyado siya nagsasettle with jumpers. Pero all conference long, ito hindi napapansin ng marami. Yung rebounding ni Malonzo have been more than solid. Mga ilang beses ko na siya nakita na natapos yung game na meron siyang more than 10 rebounds. Which is very important kasi, weakness ng Ginebra ngayon, backup big or front court size in general. So si if ever lang na kailangan niya maglaro as the 4, capable naman siya. And versatile enough siya na kahit na 4 siya, he can play as the 3 or as a wing pa rin naman. But again, for Ginebra, Justin Arana is going to be a problem na kailangan nilang isolve. A lot of people, even myself, nung rookie si Arana, even yung mga unang conferences niya with Converge, akala ko post-up player talaga si Arana, which he is pa rin naman. Okay, si Justin Arana, after ng eliminations, 14 siya sa scoring league-wide. He averaged 16.4 points at 11 rebounds, almost 3 assists din. So, ang interesting part ng laro ni Justin Arana for me is yung ability niya mag-isolate sa top of the key, atakihin yung opposing big men with his dribble, which is very Bam Adebayo, 𝗵𝗵 Antetokounmpo-like. Syempre, hindi ko naman sinasabing kasing galing niya. Sa PBA, relative to PBA, may pagkasistan siya na hindi lang siya back to the basket. Kaya niya rin mag-face up, atakihin yung opposing big men with his dribble. If Ginebra puts Troy Rosario kay Arana, magkakaroon advantage si Arana with his size. Not in terms of height, pero yung lapad. If Ginebra puts Japet naman, may advantage si Arana in terms of foot speed. Pero Japet naman may advantage sa size. So, it's going to be tricky. It's going to take a lot of, adjustments, game planning from Ginebra to figure this out. Pero, I think built naman sila to handle Converge's twin towers. Ang next na gusto kong pag-usapan ay si Jason David, na secret weapon ng Ginebra. Nagsimula ang conference, wala siya sa lineup, pero nung pinasok siya after, maging busy ni Coach L.A. Tenorio, grabe yung pinoprovide ni Jason David for Ginebra. Yes, sumiscore siya ng 25 points kontra Northport, which honestly, I love Jason David and his play, pero medyo fluke yun kasi una sa lahat Northport, pangalawa, kapapasok niya lang sa lineup. Pero ang consistent kay Jason David mula yung sa game na yon hanggang sa ngayon, as nire-record ko to, is yung defensive intensity and yung ability niya, to cause havoc. Basically, parang siya na yung bagong Scottie Thompson. Kasi si Scottie Thompson, desensitized na tayo eh. Yung hustle play si Scottie, minsan nga parang ayaw mo nang gawin niya eh. Kasi Scottie, mag-focus ka na lang. Dalhin mo na lang yung team, magpaka-LA Tenorio ka. Pero yung hustle, dapat iba na yung gumagawa nun. Which unfortunately, di ba, yun yung reklamo natin last few conferences na parang walang grit, walang hustle yung laro ng Ginebra. And si Jason David, obviously, kaya siya gamit na gamit off the bench at hindi siya mailabas kahit na hindi siya umi-score minsan. Kasi grabe yung contribution niya eh, sa aspeto na yun ng laro. Yung mga tapik-tapik, lockdown defense sa perimeter, even yung rebounding, tumutulong siya sa pag-box out, yung mga tapik dun, steals. Yes, medyo malakas siyang fumaul, pero that's because, he's trying hard. Yun, try hard kasi siya. Which is ang laking bagay for Ginebra. And I think it's going to be Ginebra's secret weapon if ever they utilize him. Kasi sa huling meeting ng Ginebra at Converge, Jason David absolutely locked up Shawnee Winston tsaka si Alex Stockton. Though I'm not expecting na maraming laruing minutes si Jason David sa quarterfinals, hindi natin daw sure. Pero still, it's going to be a nice option of the bench. Actually, tinalo niya na nga sa rotation si 𝗪𝗀 at si 𝗵𝗵𝗴𝗵𝗵. Talagang si Jason David na yung ginagamit nun sa minutes na yon sa 3 position or minsan sa 2 position. So it's going to be interesting anong gagawin ng Ginebra. It's either ika-cut nila yung rotation short or bibigyan nila ng minutes si David para guluhin at bantayan yung guards ng Converge. Kasi yung Converge, meron silang dalawang bigs, versatile, can score, can do a lot of things. Tapos meron din silang dalawang guards. Dalawa na lang kasi na-trade na si Heading. So, hindi pa pumipirma yung acquisition nila. So, meron din silang dalawang combo guards who can score, can play defense, very versatile din, very dynamic. So, Jason Davis is going to be a nice option to have as a defender, extra defender. So ayun, yun yung mga factors na pwedeng pagtuunan ng pansin going into this series. Lagi ko sinasabi na wala akong expectation, pero honestly, I think may chance ang Ginebra dito sa matchup na to kasi nawala si Jordan Heading sa Converge eh. Kahit na yung Converge, marami silang talented players, I don't think they have the depth sa bench unit nila to compete against Ginebra's balanced scoring or versatility ng talent in general. Kasi Ginebra injured pa nga si Maverick, not yet fully healthy. Pag na-contain nila yung Twin Towers ng Converge, I think kaya nilang i-handle yung gwardiya na kasi meron naman silang Stephen Holt, meron naman silang Scottie Thompson, meron silang Jamie Malonzo sa wings who can be a solid help defender if ever may blow by man or defensive lapses na mangyari along the way.